Hey, what's up, YouTube gun people? This is a video for new gun people. I got a question from one of my viewers, actually from a few of them, but got a very nice PM from one of my viewers, Nick. Put his information in the box, and it was really, I think, something that we all need to kind of consider. A lot of more experienced or older gun people have extensive collections, have a lot of firearms, and we're showing really expensive firearms on YouTube. I think one of the things that definitely happens is younger guys that are just starting out in their collection get a little bit discouraged. You know, if you're a younger person, you just got married or something like that, you might be looking at a lot of flack from the wife about going out and starting a big gun collection. You might feel a little bit like you're in a bind with regard to buying guns, saying, you know, geez, you know, because you'll hear, you know, just so many videos of guns getting put down, or you know, you kind of give the impression that there's something wrong with a gun because it's not, you know, it's relatively inexpensive. Truth be told, I don't think there's any guns that are really inexpensive. I think they're all kind of, everything's pricey and getting more pricey, right? But you can start a really good collection. You can get everything you need for self-defense, concealed carry, home protection, and hunting. I think for well under a couple $1,000, and you know, that would include most accessories that you'll need. So let's go over what are some of your choices. Well, for handguns, you know, the question came up, you know, I like 1911s. Do I really, you know, but I'm having a hard time with purchasing, you know, the $2,000 1911. Me too. You don't really need to. The truth of the matter is, except for bells and whistles, unless you're going to put, you know, 40, 50,000 rounds through it, and even then, there's other issues to consider. If you're going to use it for carry, self-defense, any 1911 will do as long as it's reliable. For instance, I mean, seriously, any of them will do. I don't think there's anything wrong with the auto ordnance, Rock Island Armory, the Ruger. They're really nice. The STI Spartan. You're talking about all these guns are under $800 for 1911s. That's pretty good, and the auto ordnance is, I think, probably somewhere around or slightly under 500 if you look for it. And I think that's the same for the Rock Island Armory, and then you get that STI Spartan somewhere around $600. You'll get a really fine 1911. Don't beat yourself up about nonsense bullshit. The Remington R1 is really nice too. You know, all same ballpark. You get them, you put them through your paces, you find out if there's anything wrong. You might have to bring them to a gunsmith to get something worked on them if you don't know how to do it yourself. For the most part, I'd say for, you know, under $800 tops, and that would be a lot. That'll give you room for extra magazines and even some ammo. You'll get something that is just as reliable, it's just as accurate for what you need to be in terms of accuracy, as a $3,000 custom Ed Brown, in my opinion. And I would beg for anybody to show me any real differences. I have an $800 Smith & Wesson that I bought. It's probably more than that now, but it's a stock Smith & Wesson. I have, you know, thousands of rounds through that gun. It shoots great. You know, do you really need the Porsche? No, if you can afford it and you really like it and you really want it, that's great, but you don't really need it. I think one of the best values in guns, it's a real workhorse gun if you're looking for a polymer style pistol, is the M&P 9 full size. Here it is. It's safety checked. I'll drop the magazine out. I safety check everything off camera, obviously. These are just great guns. Let's see if I can get this on camera for you. Really great guns. The only thing I've done to this, I've had a trigger job done to it. I live in Massachusetts, so it comes with a 10-pound trigger. That's not good for me. So I invested another $80 in this gun to get the trigger reworked and smoothed over. It's a beautiful trigger now. You can do it with a self-installed kit, an Apex trigger kit. These guns are workhorses. I know a lot of people that shoot them in competitions. They love them. They have huge round counts. A buddy of mine has one that I think had over 10,000 rounds through it. He had the barrel crack on it right between the barrel and the chamber, and after heavy use, and Smith & Wesson fixed it for him. Remember, lifetime warranty. Yeah, this gun is a great value. Great value. You're talking for $525 in Massachusetts. So probably less somewhere else. You can buy a range kit. Includes this gun, 3 magazines, a Blade Tech holster, and a magazine carrier, and a Blula magazine loader for $525. 9mm. I think you can get them. You can get it in the 42. Right. This gun can be carried. There's no question about it. This gun is, it's not as small as other guns, but it can be carried. They're covered up here because I have grip tape on here, but you can in fact also change the back strap so you can get this gun pretty customized to your hand. Okay. Great gun, great value. So pistol, if you're looking for a pistol, something like this, $525 out the door, plus tax. You are looking for, you basically have something that is everything you need. Home defense, competition, target shooting. It's great. It's a great gun. Don't have to spend big bucks. You want to get a shotgun. I've been showing off in FN Herstal SLP Mark 1. That's an expensive shotgun. It's an autoloader. And I have some expensive shotguns in my collection. I have my Browning Satori over and under trap. That's an expensive shotgun, but you're talking over $2,500 for it. You don't need them. You can go out. This happens to be an Ithaca Model 37. You can find these used for $200, $300 depending on their condition. You can go out and get a brand new Mossberg 870 for around $400 or so. If you just want to use it for home defense and hunting, get like a 22-inch barrel on it for bird hunting, and that'll work for home defense just fucking fine. You don't need anything else. You don't need it all tactical, tricked out. You really don't. You don't need an extended magazine tube. Just right out of the box, this gun will perform home defense and hunting just fine. I was given this gun in 1972 from my father. It happens to have a deer slayer barrel. It was my first hunting gun. This thing shoots slugs out of it, and I'll tell you what, it knocks deer down really well. Killed a lot of deer with that shotgun. So $400 for a shotgun, $525. Let's just say $600. $1,000 you can get a shotgun, and you can get a pistol, and pretty much everything you need, including shotgun ammo for that amount, to feed these firearms. And you can go out and get into the shooting sports, get into hunting, and have a way to defend your home if that's what your purpose is. The third component's a rifle. That really, again, rifles are very dependent on what you want to do. You can go out and buy a really decent rifle, a brand new Savage rifle, bolt action 30-06 or a variety of calibers with a scope on it, ready to go out in the field hunting with it for like $450. So you're talking like $1,500, pistol, shotgun, and a badass hunting rifle. Yes, a bolt action 30-06 could be used for home defense. If you want something in a semi-automatic flavor, you're going to have to go up to something like an AR platform. Those are really pricey now, but they don't have to be. We can't talk in the context of a completely idiotic run on guns because people just bought up the stock, as of today. But when that comes back down, you can get a really decent AR for like $800. You don't need to trick it all out. That's all just bullshit. I mean, it's just utter. You don't need it. I'm telling you, you don't need it. I have a Colt H-bar, 20-inch barrel I use for CMP matches. It's an AR platform rifle, right out of the box. It's amazingly accurate. I shot it in 3-gun. I shoot it in CMP. You don't need anything else for it. Everything else is just bells and whistles. So if you went that way, for another $800, you don't. And I'm saying you don't need to go that. You don't need to go that way. So, but for that rifle option, that bolt action, like a bolt action Savage, something like that. Well, there is nothing better for hunting. A lot of places you can't even use a semi-automatic rifle for hunting. Pennsylvania, semi-automatic rifles are not allowed for deer hunting, period. So, if you want to hunt with an AR platform rifle, it's not allowed. Don't blame me, I don't make the rules. So, I think what you need to do is define what your purposes are. What do you want the firearms for? I'd recommend you need to get firearms that you're going to take out and use one way or another, because you need to get competent with them. So you get a gun that you can feed easily. It's inexpensive to put ammo in this relative to other guns because it's 9mm. So I think a 9mm handgun is the way to go. There's plenty of stopping power, by the way. Don't believe that nonsense that 9mm is no good. If you believe that, then the fact of the matter is there isn't a single handgun cartridge that's powerful enough then. And a lot of people argue that you're only using your handgun to fight to your shotgun, and you're only using your shotgun to fight to your rifle, because if you have a handgun, I want a shotgun. If you have a shotgun, I want a rifle. Think about it. So you don't have to go very far. $900 will get you, or somewhere around that, will get you this combination. You're looking at another $400 to $500 to get you a really nice rifle. You can also get like a surplus Mosin Nagant. Those can be found, or when I'm not talking about what's going on now with crazy gun prices, but you can find those really inexpensively for a couple $100 or less. All right. Same with if you want a semi-auto, that's pretty cheap. Look for an SKS. $300 you can get it. I actually saw one right before the gun madness, when everybody bought everything that was available for $300. It was beautiful. I was thinking about getting it. Actually, I'm kicking myself for not getting it. It had a bayonet on it, the whole bit. It was clean as a whistle. $300. So you don't have to spend a lot of money on firearms. You don't. Those of us that do, or might be in slightly different positions, and it just might be, you just go with what you can afford. Be aware of a man with one gun. He most likely knows how to use it.